Hey, what's going on? It's Glendon Cameron here. Today we're going to talk about how to start a micro business that makes anywhere from $500 to $2,000 per month. Now, there's a lot of benefits to starting a micro business, and we'll jump into that as we go through this live stream. Be sure to stay to the end, and we're going to jump into some really good stuff. Good. Hey, this is Glendon Cameron, founder of hustlerskungfu.com. If you want to learn how to start a business or you're one of those baby hustlers, you're in the right place. We can hook you up. I'm going to do a quick sound check to make sure that people are not losing their minds. And there is this crazy echo. And I think that just making sure that I did this correctly. Just doing a little test. All right, there we go. Just checking. Going into the chat room, making sure there is no echo. Hit me back up. Now, like I said, we're going to be talking about starting a micro business. Now, before you start a micro business, what is a micro business? It is a business that doesn't take all of your time. It is a business that can make $500 to $2,000 per month. It is a business that more than likely you're not going to be able to turn that into a larger business due to you don't like doing it, you don't like the work involved. This is more a means to an end. So let me get in the chat room. Cool. All right, so people are coming in. Just hold tight. I'm going to do something really quickly in a second because just making sure that all of this was set up before I started emailing people, because it gets a little wild. It gets a little crazy when you do these live streams, but not going anywhere. I will be here. Anyone here has a micro business or a business that they think could be considered a micro business, go ahead and put that in the comment section or the chat room. You know, it's about time that YouTube actually integrated this stuff with the live stream feed. I think that's coming at some point. It's just not here now, but it should be coming. So let's see what's going on here. Roll back. All right. What do you mean the audio and video is out of sync? It shouldn't be out of sync. Is it still out of sync? Because we're playing around with this stuff. Because if it's like going to go crazy, I will just reset it for tomorrow. What's up, Jonathan? Because I did not send out an email to the group just yet. When you say it's out of sync, how bad is it? Go ahead. Let's see. How bad is the audio issue? Just going ahead before I go any further and get all deep in here. Nothing. Nobody's saying a word. That's pretty interesting. Okay, since this doesn't... That's crazy. Oh, a few seconds. It may straighten up. That could be... I don't know what that could be. We're solving one issue at a time. Oh, the audio is perfect, but we'll see how this goes. Cause see, I got a backup. Because if this doesn't work, I got another video all geared up to go. So that seems to be working. Okay. All right, now back to the micro businesses. Many people will email me and they're like, hey, Glendon, I want to get started doing this. I want to do cryptocurrency. I want to build apps. I want to start something like Amazon. I'm doing eBay. And it's just too much, because the drive, the big thing is to escape wherever you are financially. That's the big motivation. So solve that problem first so you can have the brain power to actually go ahead and get in that position financially where you have a foundation to start something like that, because intellectual capital is really, really important. You can do a lot with that, but we're getting into a point where markets are coming, they're going in and out really quickly. Let's take Meerkat and what was the other live stream from Twitter? I cannot even think of it. I don't even know what the heck it was. It was Meerkat and the other one. But it was literally around 18 months. And there were people who went in, got a lot of money, did what they needed to do, and then when it Vine, that kind of just disappeared because they ran out of funding. So essentially, if you have a micro business and you want to kind of move into one of these new things, and it doesn't take up a lot of your time, and you're not trying to quote own all this market share, because if you notice, I didn't really go to those smaller live stream platforms. It just didn't make any sense. Let's see where we are. There's clearly some going on that, oh, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to review this. Periscope. That's what it was. I didn't even remember the name of it. But, all right, because this one isn't going to be as long as they normally are. What I want you to do, because this is also kind of a test, and I probably will release the other video as well. The micro business has a purpose. The first purpose is to get yourself to the $10,000 cash in the bank account somewhere. That's the first purpose, because everyone's trying to like start these businesses, go here, go there. We were having a conversation yesterday on the buying a house or renting a house deal, and someone put in the comment, it's like, I kind of believe, I'm more on the Grant side, and they listed all of these issues, and they were all based upon the lack of money. So how is it that, because the thing is, I don't think buying houses is going to go out of style. I don't think everyone's going to become a renter. Who's going to be the landlords? You're going to rent this house and then buy this house and rent it to someone else. There's a lot of things that are happening that are not going to sustain that. One, low income. There are many people who will be renters because they have to be renters. They're just not going to make enough money for a significant down payment. And like right now, Uber and Lyft and other companies are battling for positions. The pay has gone up. Instead of $6 a ride, it's $8 a ride. Even over 20 trips, that's only $40 a day. That's like what? If they drive 5 days a week, so 160, 320, that's $640 a month more, about $8,000 a year more, right? It sounds good, but it really doesn't move that financial needle. It just doesn't. So another thing with the micro business is, let's take Uber. Uber's your micro business. You got a car, maybe you got a used car that fits Uber's criteria, right? And you say, I'm going to drive for Uber 20 hours a week. No more, no less, consistently. Make it 15 to 20. That's all you're going to do. And if you net out after gas and all these other expenses at, let's say 20 hours, that should get you about $200 to $400 a week, depending upon your market. So that's $800, $800 to $1,200 a month. That's it. Then you have your job. Then you have your internet hustle. That's kind of as much as one person can handle. Because here's another thing that happens when you quit your job, devote all your time to your business, and you have no financial support. You have a heavy, heavy, heavy emotional toll because you are not making any money and you're trying to build this business and it's crushing. So if you start a micro business first and balance out, getting money in the bank, get your debt under control, not necessarily get completely out of debt, but start to move forward that way, things will get much better for you and your business in the future. I'm serious. No, you're not the only one. I'm going to do a test and actually see if this will sync in post. And what I mean by post is YouTube sometimes will mess up a video, and then when it renders, it's fine. So we will see with that. So I'm going to just do this as a test. I'll probably redo this because, like I said, I have another video that I will release very quickly, and then I will see if this works. Because I will finish this, but once again, like I said, this is, someone called it low-key testing. I thought it was like testing without a parachute. But I'm going to end this, and then I will check you guys out. No, micro business is not another term for hustle. I'm going to put together a whole little package for you guys